Have you ever watched a cat, truly watched it, and seen the landscape it perceives in an ordinary room? The bookshelf is not for books, but a cliff face. The arm of the sofa is a precarious wish. The top of the cabinet is a mountain peak, offering a commanding view of its domain. They see a world of vertical possibilities where we see only furniture. And perhaps in our desire to make them happy, we have been missing the point. We offer them a carpet covered post in the corner, a single solitary tree in an otherwise flat plain. But what if we could give them a forest? What if we could build them a landscape of their own? One that rises from our walls, not as an intrusion, but as an extension of their wild heart. This is the philosophy behind the wooden cat climbing wall, a structure that is less a piece of pet furniture and more a living, breathing piece of environmental enrichment sculpted from wood. Imagine transforming a blank, unassuming wall into a textured tapestry of opportunity. This isn't about bolting a few shelves haphazardly to the drywall. It is about creating a cohesive, flowing pathway that invites ascent, exploration, and most importantly, rest. It is a vertical village, a network of roads and resting places that belongs entirely to them. And at the core of this constructed landscape is wood, the one material that feels inherently right for this purpose. It is organic, it is warm, it has a grain that provides a natural, non-slip texture for delicate pores. Unlike carpet, which can trap odors and fray under persistent claws, wood is honest. It wears, it develops a patina of use. Each scratch mark is not a flaw but a signature, a record of a leap made, a corner turned, a perch cleaned. The foundation of this aerial kingdom is the wood itself, and each species brings its own personality to the climb. Think of the light, open grain of birch or maple. These woods have a clean, modern clarity to them. They are strong and resilient, able to withstand the sudden dynamic impact of a landing cat, and their smooth surface is gentle on pores. A climbing wall of maple feels almost like a piece of sophisticated Scandinavian furniture, its light tones making the structure feel airy and less imposing in a room. It is a quiet, orderly landscape. Then there is the rich, rustic character of cedar or pine. Cedar, with its warm, reddish tones and its gentle, aromatic scent, brings a feeling of the outdoors in. It is a wood that seems to tell a story of forest and fresh air. Pine, often softer and more forgiving, will show the history of its use more readily, its surface becoming etched with the pathways of your cat's daily travels. This isn't a detriment, it is a narrative. A climbing wall of pine doesn't just age, it matures, collecting the visible memories of a life lived upon. And for a true sense of grounded grandeur, one might consider the deep swirling drama of walnut. A walnut perch or a walnut platform is a statement. It is a dark, majestic outcrop in the vertical landscape, a place of supreme luxury and comfort. Its density provides an immovable feeling of security, and its beautiful grain is a visual feast for the human eye, ensuring that this structure is not an eyesore but a stunning piece of organic art in your home. But the wood is only the canvas. The true artistry lies in the arrangement of the elements, the platforms, the passages, and the bridges. This is where we move from simple construction to environmental storytelling. A large, broad platform positioned near a window becomes a watchtower, a sun-drenched lounge for observing the world outside. A smaller, more enclosed perch, perhaps with a soft cushion nestled in a cozy corner, becomes a secluded den, a safe house for an afternoon nap. Connecting these spaces is where the magic happens. A single straight plank is a highway, but a series of staggered steps, some higher, some lower, creates a more interesting, challenging path, mimicking the irregular branches of a tree. We can introduce variety not just in height but in form. A section of the wall could feature a vertical slab of real tree bark, providing an utterly authentic scratching surface and a riot of texture. A rope bridge made of thick natural sisal can be suspended between two platforms, swaying gently with each careful step. This is more than just play. It is about addressing the very soul of a cat, a creature that is both predator and prey. The high ground is safety. The ability to survey a room from a position of height is a deep-seated instinctual need. So, we build them not out of obligation, but out of a desire to collaborate with their wild hearts. Which part of this idea resonates most with you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So until next time, happy decorating.